Welcome to the Ministry of Gray. I'm your angry atheist host, Satan's little side piece. I want to ask you one really simple question right now. Why do we keep believing everything we're told without asking why? We're in a moment right now where everything feels extreme. Our politics, our faith, our relationships, everything is black or white. No in between. Families are divided, communities are polarized, and people are literally being fed lies they don't even question. You've seen this. The rise of populism, the weaponization of religion, the gutting of rights for women, LGBTQIA people, and more. It's messy. It's uncomfortable. And honey, we need to talk about it. This podcast isn't about winning arguments or scoring points, though. It's about stepping into the gray, the place where things aren't easy, where nuance exists, where real thinking also can happen. If you're tired of the partisan divide, you want to dig into the hard truths that live in this messy middle, this podcast is for you. Now, I've spent 18 years as an atheist and a humanist activist, digging into the root causes of these issues. And don't get me wrong, I have my own horror stories to share. I grew up in an evangelical home. I survived childhood abuse, but I've managed to find a way to use critical thinking to help me make sense of it all. I'm here to confront bad logic, challenge status quos, and I want to dive into the deep stuff that people want to avoid. Now, each week, I'll tackle issues like how religion is being used as a political tool, the dangers of xenophobia, why we're okay with making harmful policies, and how cognitive dissonance is keeping us all in check. But we're going to do this with empathy. We're going to have these discussions using skepticism and logic. We're not just going to shout talking points and act like a bunch of nihilist cynics. So if you're looking for a space that's more than just an echo chamber of politics, if you want to understand these gray areas and get out of black and white thinking so that way you can actually understand yourself and others around you, come join me on the Ministry of Gray. All episodes can be found at www.mogpodcast.com. That's www.mogpodcast.com. And don't forget, subscribe wherever you get your podcasts.